All right. Let's get it. Welcome to the Wayback Chronicles. I'm your host with the most, M.K.XBEXT. And y'all know what it is. So let's get it. Yo. You're tuning in to the Wayback Chronicles, where we deliver that shit like dominoes because your mama knows. And what does she know? That bitch know that there's a war going on outside between bros and these 304s. How you doing, man? Thank you for this ride-along edition. I'm your host, MK Specs, and man, welcome to the Wingman Chronicles. Throw your dub, man. Today, we got some workplace shenanigans. So let's don't waste no time. Let's break it down like Brown Bud introducing the Breezer, and here we go.
All right, on this edition of Workplace Shenanigans, and speaking of the workplace, I'm on my way as we speak. On this edition, we're going to call this one,
what?
Him need his pat-pat.
You need his pat-pat on it?
So, it's going to be a quick one. All right, I think I shared it on the last one, but a little bit more detail now. So, last week, we had an incident at the job where one individual is avoiding doing a specific area, and everybody has been in agreement. You know, we already had the kumbaya. Everybody's been in agreement. Everybody's gonna rotate. Everybody has to do this floor. Either at least once, some gotta do it 2 times, but ain't no wiggle room around that shit. So ever since the agreement's been reached, this fool been avoiding doing this floor. He only did it maybe like twice, but he says too much. But ain't nobody else complaining but him, right? So
let's break that down again.
All right, on this edition of Workplace Shenanigans, and speaking of the workplace, I'm on my way as we speak. But on this edition, we're going to call this one, him need his pat-pat.
Him need his pat-pat.
So, this is going to be a quick one.
Hey, when y'all coming up in here, make sure you hit that like button. And if you ain't subscribed already, you definitely need to escribo. Go ahead, Breezer.
All right, I think I shared it on the last one, but get a little bit more detail now. So, last week, we had an incident at the job where one individual is avoiding doing a specific area. And everybody has been in agreement. You know, we already had the kumbaya. Everybody's been in agreement. Everybody's gonna rotate. Everybody has to do this floor. Either at least once, some gotta do it 2 times, but ain't no wiggle room around that shit. So ever since the agreement's been reached, this fool been avoiding doing this floor. He only did it maybe like twice, but he says too much. But ain't nobody else complaining but him, right? So it's like, shut up, nigga, do that work. Anyway, I digress. So I guess it was Thursday, right? So it popped off. I wasn't there yet.
What's up,
but
Cam?
Apparently, they was having that discussion. Hey, man, you got to do that work. some words were said. I think he got called out. He didn't like it, got in his feelings, and this fool left, right? Went home, right? And left. Didn't say nothing to nobody, just left. All because he couldn't have, all because he was trying to avoid that work. Right? So management ain't did nothing yet, but they aware of it. But he like, I don't give a fuck. So we got a whole staff today, hopefully. So it's gonna be interesting on what happens. See if he do that work today. So I'm gonna come back with an update later. But for now, let's get back to the motherfucking show. Cause I gotta use this navigation shit.
All right. Shit. Well, let's break this down like brown bud. Y'all coming up in here. I hope that y'all had a good, promising evening. All right. Here's the breakdown. An employee leaves. I've done that before. I'm not going to sit up here and be the honest Abe. I've done that before. I've left the job and just said, fuck it, right? Now, let's break it down. We didn't have no union, number one. And I was already getting mistreated, right? Really mistreated. The boss came to me and said, look, this Hispanic woman, she was pregnant. We had a lawsuit. Nigga, I know you trying to sue. You ain't gonna get nothing. You ain't gonna get nothing. Your salary done capped. We ain't got no need for you and shit, right? So one day, the supervisor was letting us listen to KF 101. That's it. You couldn't get no rap in there. They was really like profiling me because I had them ludicrous brains, and the company I worked for was overseas company, and they really didn't understand like black people at all. I think I was like a third black, right? And I was feeling the pressure. I was definitely feeling the stuff that was going on there. Definitely would not go on right now. Definitely, it will be a lawsuit, and I think they was getting like 250,000, right? Because they did some underhanded, shady shit, right? So the supervisor told me like to shut up. And I was like, oh, I thought we was cool and shit. That's gonna tell you something. In the workplace, there's no friends. There's no friends and plenty of enemies. Well, we got Omari in here. What's good? There's no friends. Everybody gets the backstabbing. Right. So I left. I fucking left. They suspended me. And that really made me say, oh, damn, because it's like I don't have an HR. They're making their own rules. And the manager dude, he think he's smart enough, I don't know if they get legal representation or how they write their workplace rules and stuff, their rules and guidelines to be employed in their company, right? Got suspended. And I ain't the type to walk away from the job because that's my money. It has to be something serious, right? So after that, you know, the notion was, hey, you know, we ain't gonna, your salary cap, uh, we don't like you like that. You might have to find another job. And I can remember one day where the boss husband was like, I needed to mop the bathroom. It was always giving me this heat, man. The second boss would say, why you people wear your hair like that? You know what I'm saying? It was just, they didn't understand. They had a client for Japan that they had to like really like break it down like they ain't never seen a black person before. You know what I'm saying? Just and the reason I do this is because of some of the co-workers. They was from other races, but they was catching the blues too. They was catching the blues too. One guy, he was the USA karate champion. He was an old dude. He was a karate champion in 84. And he said some shit to me because he was like, I feel like that's disrespectful. A true person of Asian descent don't act like that. He even told me, he was like, hey, black people got something special about them. He said, your boss, he a banana. He a banana. He yellow outside, but he white inside. So, you know, things got bad, man. Things got really bad. And I just made that decision. Like, I got to get up out this place. Sometimes it don't matter. Sometimes you got to get the fuck up out. But I think my case is very different. I put up with that shit at least a good 6 years. So I shouldn't even have to put up with that. But I did for 6 years. It just went from getting all the money I could get out the company, and then it's just like I turned into the enemy. And don't know why. Don't know why. You know, just. When the husband started running the company, because it seemed like he was juicing the woman. She was like an older lady that was married into. She just wanted to make her motherfucking mom and dad proud and shit. Because they flew her out here to the USA from Korea. From Korea, she just wanted her thing was honor, respect the bitch. But she fed into too much of the hype about black people, and I knew it was getting fed in to the husband. They would get on the younger Asians. The Asians, man, Snoop Dogg would come on, them niggas be crip walking. And they'll look at me like, Robert, why you, you know? I'm like, now I gotta have a conversation with them. It's like, hey, you know, can't be doing that, man. Unc was getting disciplined. Then one time, man, one of the ladies, all right, I used to refurbish car amplifiers. Like when you open up a box of anything, you got that styrofoam in there, you got one piece, you got the A piece and the B piece, right? That'll hold the product in place. We used to keep them above the office, and then one day, man, the diggy bitch, she liked to do acid a lot, right? La Chica liked to do acid a lot, man. She fell through the ceiling, man. I got disciplined, and I was like, that wasn't even my fault. So I get it, you know what I'm saying? Just one day, She was talking her shit. And you know, he was like, go clean the bathroom, the pissy bathroom, and I pissed on the floor and I left. And I never looked back since. In actuality, years later, they company was going bad, and then the motherfucker had the nerve to call me. And that's for me working for what I do now. Like my whole life changed. My whole I found something that I took some interest into, and it turned out not only a job, it turned out to a career, right? But I remember that made me feel real good to tell that motherfucker when he was like, have you found a job yet? Man. Found a job. I think I probably just started being maybe a lead at that time. But in this guy's case, right, just leave it like that, two things can happen. Your team can get disciplined, you know, that could be a sense of bullying. If, you know, everybody was like ganging up on it, you gotta be careful with that. You can't do that in the workplace. You will wanna do the full metal jacket, right? You got some slackers and shit, right? But there's certain ways you gotta deal with that. Homeboy is slacker. Now, my thing is, how'd you let the slacker fall through the cracks? And I get it. Certain jobs, man, you just want a body. You just want a body. I'm a little bit more in tune, right? And there are better minds, better likeness than myself, right? That can read you before we get you in indoctrination of the system of employment. Like, slackers shouldn't even be making the 90 days. I don't even make it hard for people, man. They make it harder themselves. The workplace is a team effort. So if you're a part of a team and you slacking, you're not carrying your weight, oh man, y'all team members despise that shit. And I do too. I ain't gonna even front with you, right? They despise that. That tears a team down. And I think that's good. I think that's good to, like, it's a certain way you have to do it to don't offend the slacker, because the slacker, if they smart, they can capitalize and get you, not only get you in trouble, get you immunity, and then they'll slack off some more. That's why your shit gotta be precise, man. Your hair gotta be all the way in the cookie jar, and you got chocolate chip residue around your mouth with cookie crisp crumbs and shit. Like, the camera bend down and checked you out. Facial recognition, right? You know, your ID popped up. It was you. No wiggle room. No wiggle room. Now, your homie got offended, and, you know, I get it. There might be a time that you gotta bounce about that motherfucker. You know, I'm not gonna sit up here and say, no, but I'm a worker, you know what I'm saying? Class, you know, class. Just class and excellent service, you know, class, excellent service. It's prompt, it's expedited, right? How can I help you? Straight up. How can I help you? The slackers, oh Lord, have mercy. A slacker to a team is like Jordan have to come on the court. Like he gotta put the jersey on. Like, hey, come off the court. Come off the court. Phil looking, man. Problem. It's a problem for Jordan if he gotta come off the court. Put the jersey on. Everybody looking. That shit's embarrassing. And we don't want that. We don't want none of that. We don't want none of that to work. We don't want none of that to work. You want to know why? Because that fucks up your goddamn incentives, your bonuses, man. You want to shine. You want to get the maximum out what they giving every year. But that's another tale. Slackers, oh man, I get rid of the cancer. We cut it out. Get rid of the cancer. I get the slackers the blues because they hurt the team. You gotta look at it this way. Some people don't care. Some people don't give a fuck, right? They just look at it like, well, man, fuck that job, fuck that company, right? I'm just in it to get this little change and stuff like that. Y'all hear people on the line and shit like that. But I'm trying to tell you, man, excel what you in. Excel what you in. You never know, just a little bit of extra will move you up, man. It's you stopping yourself. It's like you being content. Like, if you had that mind state of like, man, fuck this. You gonna treat that job, that good job, nigga. I ain't talking about no regular job, man. I'm talking about that. You treat that good job like Taco Bell, you a fool, nigga. You a fool. You a fool, nigga. Fool, man. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Damn, that car came close. That car came close to hitting that motherfucker. Like, listen to me, you're taking like the Port Authority and shit, like that job and shit. You just like, fuck that shit, fuck me. Crazy. Motherfucking job is secret, nigga. That job is secret, nigga. Motherfucking job is secret, nigga. Service. Slackers. So sometimes the team will make a decision too. Sometimes the team, if the leadership is not there, sometimes the team will orchestrate an event. And then the slacker is gonna be saying, oh yeah, the team treat me a certain way and all that, blah, 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 since boom, blah. That bullshit, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck as in, like what your perspective is, man. Pull your motherfucking weight. Pull your motherfucking weight. Don't like slackers. For real. Don't like slackers. Don't like slackers. don't like slackers. Real shit. And the thing is to be cool when motherfuckers lie on you. Woo! Gotta be cool when motherfuckers lie on you and shit. Gotta be cool. You should expect it. You should expect it. got to be expected. Gotta be, you gotta judge everybody. You gotta judge everybody. Everybody can be judged. And being a good courtier sometimes is difficult, man. Sometimes it's difficult. Right? You be out there at 21 Front Street, they want you to go to the steel mill and get grind up too. Fuck that. Out there unprotected. Some raggedy bitches on the goddamn streets today. Oh man, that's crazy, man. I don't even do that no more, man. Not trying to holler at none of this dirty chicken. Make a nigga dick sick. I looked down, man. I said, man, that broad feet was worse than my goddamn shit. That's a damn. Her and her feet and my feet going through some hard times. Straight construction worker feet and shit. Like, god damn.